Take a look at a new design I've been working on with buildings. I kind of call it the birthday cake design because of the way it's layered, and I think you'll see what I'm talking about. I'm on the standard map today, and so let's go take a look at what I'm talking about here. Alright, so these towers here, as you can see, it's something I kind of started doing kind of by accident. And this is the rounded stairs mod, and it also has rounded walls, as you can see. And so I just kind of started laying out a foundation, and then I was getting close to the edges of the rock, and I started actually throwing up some of the rounded foundations with stairs, and then I just started building on that, and I kind of like the way the design looked, and I'll show you how the floor looks inside. And I'm trying to extend it up a little bit around to the back as well. And it's not completely done. I have a lot of gaps here. There's a lot of filler that needs to be done. But if you take a look at the foundations here, you can see how kind of what I did. And there's some real interesting shapes going on here. But yeah, I just basically did that. Rounded foundations mixed with the standard foundations. I did the rounded foundations on the back side, or on the outsides. And that's kind of what I did all the way around. And then I have this crazy looking thing here, as you can see. It's it's like a good half circle, and then it goes to a quarter of a circle, and I meet it there. And a lot of this was dictated kind of by the actual landscape around me. This one here, I made a 3/4 circle, and I wanted it to go around. Same thing here. This is kind of like a heart design, the way they kind of meet up, two rounded together like that. And that was something I've been kind of messing around with since the weekend. And this is how it looks from this angle here, and the way that is. And then I started over here. Now I'm starting to take it to like a whole different level now. And what my plan is to just kind of keep going up the top of the waterfall there. Maybe even branch it out over and maybe reach up to that top as well. I'm not going to go over there, but that would definitely, be an option if I did want to, if I didn't have something built there already. This is kind of the perfect area for something like this too. And I kind of just want to just keep building just to see what happens and where it goes. Let's go up here to the top. And I'm also using the same mod, these small stairs. This mod really has some very unique pieces in it. And it really allows for just something like this. It's really crazy how it's all coming together. And like I said, I'm kind of just sticking with the contours of the rock formations that are here, and that's kind of like what's dictating everything. And I am layering it kind of like a birthday cake, like I said, because as you can see, the bottom layer is bigger, and then it gets a little smaller, and then a little smaller up top there. So I've created a bunch of pieces just for me to be able to show you guys without having to sit here and stop and make it and everything. But I mean, I'm really just kind of just doing whatever with this. There's no plan in place here. I'm just, some of it may not actually work right. Some of it might. But I'll show you the secret to this and how it's all working and staying together, even though I'm hitting multiple levels. And it kind of all started, let me get over there. I started way back here on this part over here is where I started at. This whole section here is where I started. And when I decided to take it down to the next level, I made stairs, which are actually these stairs, because this is the first level that I was making. So these stairs, when I got down here to the bottom, if you recall back from a video or two ago when I was building in the cave on the other server, I placed a foundation next to this and I lined it up. And so this is what happens when you line it up correctly. It kind of keeps everything together and in line. So no matter all of this right here, basically I could build up from any point and be able to connect it to any point at the next one, because it would all match up and line up. And that comes from carefully placing your beginning foundation. So, because foundations can't snap to stairs, I was able to just eyeball this, and when I did this, I went into first person view like so, and I placed my foundation and I lined it up to where it ended right with the stairs, And as you can see, it all works. All came together good. Alright, so let's go upstairs to what I'm actually working on. Here, I'll take a little quick view inside here. This is actually a base here. We're using this, and it's a new base that we started working on. And so yeah, this is the front door. I think it's very interesting the way the front door works out too. You know, it's kind of an interesting design there. And yeah, I wanted stairs. Everything matches up. That's what's so great about this. I mean, you could basically, from this right here, you could build up pillars from here and then connect this all the way over to here with ceilings, and it would match up. And that's what happens whenever you start in one area and just work your way into it and keep everything connected good. So let's go upstairs here. And so this is a little area here, a second floor. And then I made a little third floor up here. And this was going to be like a bird landing type thing. And I call this, I guess, the top layer of the cake. And I'm going to make this just like a circular tower. It may go up kind of high, I don't know yet. Alright, so what I want to do now is I wanted to get over there and start doing the same thing. So this is what gave me the idea to go ahead and make this video, because it seemed like a good opportunity to show how to keep something, even though we're going to be moving over to a completely different area, how do we keep it to where it all lines up and stays right with everything. So what I did, again, I'm experimenting here. This is all experimentation. So what I did was I have this little tower going, and I plan on extending this pretty high up. I want this to be kind of like, you know, tall, far-reaching towers, and that you kind of like see from the distance. So anyhow, let's talk about how we're going to connect this. Alright, so what I did is here on this platform, I built these pillars. And if you remember from the other videos, if you're doing stairs and you're connecting two areas, you start from the top and work your way down, especially with our small steps mod. So in order to make sure it lined up correctly, I built these temporary pillars to get to where I wanted to go, which was up there, up top. Alright, so let's go around over there. Let's get to that area. And here is where all of our parts are going to be at right here. Let me go ahead and grab some stairs from the small mod. No, I don't need 30. Let's throw them in there, because I'm fixing to connect this. But I wanted to show you before I actually destroy these what's going to happen. Alright, so those two tall pillars there with the ceilings on top, I merely use those to connect, to know where to put this at. Okay, I had a ceiling right there, and once the ceiling was in place, I stood on it and I laid this to where it would match up perfectly with it. Now I've deleted that, and now it's time to delete the rest of this, and we'll connect this with stairs. Now it may or may not work, because I actually, to be honest with you, have not tested this yet. So there's our first set of steps. Now let's go down. Let's go back down over here, and let's, whoa, okay. Let's get back down here and let's delete these pillars. Let's get rid of this, because we don't need these pillars. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, wow, you made those, but they're just guides. That's all these were. So let's get rid of them. Alright, they're gonna stay there, because they're stubborn like that. I don't know where their steps are gonna come down and meet at. I'm hoping they meet on this one here. May not happen though. So let's get up here and delete these pillars. Don't need them. There we go. We lost all that. Good stuff, right? Alright. So now, let's see how this is going to meet up. And for these stairs, it's easier to do it from the top. Like everything else we talk about here. It's easier to go from the top and work your way down to the bottom. Alright. So there we go. There's one, there's another one, there's another one, and now we can meet up. And as you can see, where'd that one go? These stair mods do that sometimes. I want it to be on the very bottom there. Come on, connect. Oh, it's stubborn sometimes. Let's go back up there and do it. Alright, let's get back down here. There it was. See the green? Boom, hit it. There we go. We got it. So now, matches up. Pretty freaking good. Now, with this right here, what am I going to do? I really don't know. Right now, I'm just going to leave it like that because I want to start building up here. I want those rounded towers up here on the top. So, to get this going even further, let's go grab some foundations. Let's get rid of some of these supplies here. Let's go ahead and throw some stairs back in there. Don't need 30. Maybe 15. Probably 10 of these. So these are the foundations we're going to be working on. Alright. Is this something we can hit? It's going to be in the way. Let's get rid of this big rock. Crap, I'm encumbered already. Not going to help. Let's get down here. I do want to keep these supplies because I'm making a lot. I've gone from basically probably about level 10 or 15 to 60 something just crafting all this stuff for this area. Alright. There we go. Busted it. One more hit. That's how it always is, isn't it? Okay, is this another rock too? We need to clear this little area up here because I want this to be as flat as possible. Now what I have a feeling is going to happen is because of how uneven this is, it's going to be a little bit more of a pain. But let's at least give it a benefit of the doubt. And let's see what we can do with it. It'll be a good opportunity too, because maybe we can connect things with the stairs. Alright, so we got our foundations. Oh wow, none of these are going to work. Okay. Well, this is even better, because what this allows me to do... Alright, so that's going to match up. It's actually not going to match up the way I want it to. Don't be afraid to destroy things. I want it there to be even space, and this is going to be an eyeball thing here. But here's a trick to doing these, okay? You see how it's red right now? I know it's lined up, and if you position yourself just right, you can step forward a little bit. See how I did that? Step forward a little bit. I'm not quite positioned right there. Step forward a little bit, and it'll be, it kind of, you know, it's the easy way to make sure it's going to be directly in the right place to where it'll connect up. I need it to be, though, where it would, like as if we were to have a foundation between us. So that's the gap I'm going for. That's not quite right. See, it's not quite a foundation wide. It needs to go up a little bit more. Again, not afraid to break a few omelets here. Okay, position it just right. Let's get it up there a little bit. I can't see because just the rock's in the way. Move it. I just can't get this one right. Let's try it again. Alright. Okay, let's get it right. Let's back up here. Alright. That looks like it's wrong, and I think that's pretty good right there. That's really close. So once again, as you can see, the edges line up. Okay, it's lined up. And that one's pretty good. But you know, you could actually do it a little better than that. Okay, that's kind of messy. It's not perfect. What if you want perfect? Let's do perfect. Let's show perfect. I gotta get rid of some of this stone here. Hold on a second. Let me show you what I mean. Alright. Too many. Oh, wait. That's way too many of those. Alright. One more thing. Grab that real quick. throw it back in there. Alright, so to make sure this is right and exact as possible, I mean, that was pretty good. I was eyeballing it. Wasn't bad. You know, I could have lived with that. But let's really work on this, okay? Alright, so that right there is dead center. We know that. It snaps automatically. Okay, let's use that to our advantage, okay? Let's do that one. Let's grab us a few ceilings. Definitely not 35. Maybe 5. Alright. So now, we want to make sure it's dead perfect. We wanted to skip one. That's our space. Alright. Now, we can do this. But that's going to complicate things. It'd be easier to get on top of this. Look down. And use this as our guide. Okay? And what I like to do is, you can notice at the very bottom of the screen there, look at the gap. Make sure that gap goes straight across, like all the way down across. And that's what we're going for here. So you can move back and forth and position it just right to where you're happy with it, okay? Oh, see, I'm crooked now. See, that's not quite right. Okay. See how you can move it side to side with your mouse? Okay. I'm pretty okay with that right there. Okay? So look at there. Now, I know that that is really good. Look at that. I mean, you can see right there. That's what we're talking about. That's what we want. So that was a lot easier than trying to guess it the way we were doing it first. Okay? That's good. I mean, you can come over here. You can look at it from all sides. That's pretty much dead on. And that means everything we build up here now, let's get rid of those. We don't need them. Everything that we build up here now is going to match what's down there now. It's all going to work. Okay, let's get back on here to our steps. Let's put our little steps on that we got rid of. And we'll be able to go crazy now. And I know it seems like, you know, you're like, oh wow, that's some extra steps. But you're only having to do this once, okay? And that's the beauty of it. We're only going to have to do that one time. You know, once you get that first foundation in your new area right, the rest is gravy. I mean, you got it. Alright, so let's put our steps here to where they meet. Okay, be stubborn. There we go. Boom. And look at that. Look at that. It's just works. It's great. It's exactly what we wanted. So now we can lay foundations. Okay? Lay some foundations down. Make this bigger. You know, let's expand this area up here. Let's really do this. Alright, so now we've kind of hit this spot. Now, let's talk about these rounded foundations with stairs. They're very nice looking, as you can see. Alright. And this thing is not wanting to meet upright. It's not wanting to snap. That one snaps. So that's pretty good. Okay. And now that's not super great right there. So we have a couple of options. We can either leave it like that, and then that would kind of be an interesting design. I do wish that our other one would snap on there, but it's just not wanting to meet upright. You know, it's just, it won't let us put it on there. So, you know, nothing you can do about it sometimes, and that's just how it goes. You know, I could put it on there, but see, it's not level with it. So, you know, same thing with this. If you want, our foundation won't go there either, so nothing we can do about that. So we can leave that the way it is, or I could put a ceiling right there on top of that. The ceiling will kind of make the walls a little unlevel. So, you know what? Let's just leave it rounded, just like that. I know what you're thinking. You're like, wow, that's, you know, it's kind of weird. It's a weird shape. It's really sharp right there. But I still think it'll work. Alright. Now, here's another thing I've been doing here. Not that one. This one. See how they meet up together? See that? I like the way that looks. They kind of just fold together. You know? And that's going to create an interesting shape right there. Alright. So let's do this. See, we're still going. Now we're getting close to the water. this is going to bring up some interesting things, because we can literally take this and go all the way across that and just continue this right over there. And we would do it the same way. We put our pillars down, create the bridge like we've done before, bridge this whole area right across, and just go at it. Alright. So we are really able to put down a lot of foundations here. And it's great looking. It all matches up. Need some more foundations. Ran out. How many more do I need? Okay, let's try. Don't need 20. Alright. Now we have these edges here. So just keep throwing some more round ones on there. We could do that. We could do that. But then what would go here? Let's see. That actually fits right there. And that would look nice. Doing it just like that. Look at that. And now, see, this right here is kind of unattractive right here. See how it's kind of, it doesn't, these have steps, but these don't? Okay, well, let's fix that. Let's just throw just one set of stairs there. You don't have to really consider them as stairs. Just, you know, consider them as, you know, kind of meeting up with that. I mean, you could still throw stairs onto this. Because see, we have stairs that come from this to this angle. But what about that right there? Well, there's kind of no rules in this. You know, I could do that if I wanted to, but I'm going to leave it like this for now. Alright. Look at that. Pretty nice. Wow, we're still able to put foundations down. Sometimes it's surprising. If we could put one on this corner, that would look really nice. It's not going to let us. Oh, that would have been so good had it done that. But it's not, so it creates an opportunity for some interesting shapes. You know what might work there are the steps, because they clip through land pretty good. Look at there. See there? You can still get something good out of that. Well, let me do this. Oh, I saw it. Oh, come on. There it is. Look at that. So now look at that little design there, the way that works. That's kind of nice looking. And, you know, this rock here is kind of in the way, I'm not going to lie, but I'm going to leave it there for right now. Alright. Is this something we can remove? Yes, it is. Let's remove this. That is a lot. It's 10 times gathering on this right now, so that's why it's so much stuff. But look at this design we have up here for a foundation. I mean, it's nothing like you're used to seeing. It's really not. As you can see, stone builds up pretty quick. Alright. And let's see, we're able to run right up it without any issues. So, yeah, we fixed that little thing. That looks nice. Now, you can either put door frames there, or you can just put standard walls there, or windowed walls, whatever you want. Okay, so this over here, we couldn't put anything right here, right? Oh, we can. So, let's do that. Look at there. See? I like how that looks. That's going to look really cool when I throw some walls up on there. Alright, so let's throw a foundation. If I throw one here, can I put one of these? Oh, I can. That's beautiful. Oh, that works out so good. Throw a stair here to fill it. Look at that. And I could be, and you know, and at this point, maybe we could connect what we're going here down to that. Might be interesting. Still moving on. Very nice. Look at this, just all coming together. And can't do that. Don't want to do that. Okay, let's do this. Gotta find that spot. There it is. Alright. What about here? Oh, look at that. Let me do that there too. I like trying to overlap stuff. See, that's nice right there. Never done that before. Very cool looking design. You know, it's very nice. Alright, so as you can see now, we are ready to make our way across that. And I'm thinking that what we could do is make a 2 wide bridge all the way across this from here. And that would look pretty good. But we're not doing that right now. We're going to go ahead and start working on our walls right now, because we have this nice foundation here. It's very large. Looks very nice. We have our steps going up here to it. And it's just, oh, can't use that. I need another step there. Okay, I'll fix that. Yeah, we need another step right here because let's go ahead and eat real quick. We didn't quite go down far enough with our stairs. Alright, not a problem though. It'll clip right through that. These small stairs can clip through, so make sure you put them on last. You know, whenever you're putting your ceilings down, do the ceiling, then let the stairs come last because they'll clip through. The ceiling, sometimes if the stairs are there first, ceilings won't clip through, so remember that. Alright, so these are like basically stairs to nowhere for right now, just as some of these other ones are. So looking out over that, it looks pretty nice the way it is right there. To me, it looks kind of like a big mess, but at the same time, it's also kind of cool looking. So let's put these walls on like we were talking about. Alright, let's drop off all of these foundations because they're just going to weigh us down. They're holding us back. I will grab one of these stairs. Alright. Keep those on me just in case. Alright, so now we need some of those and some of these. Maybe a door frame or 2. Not 5. And let's go ahead and we will throw that on there as well, just to show what we're doing to start with, to get things rolling, so to speak. Alright, we may need around a door frame. I don't know. I'm just going to leave it up there for right now. Alright, so we got some stuff to get started. And we're quite weighed down, but we can still move. Alright. So, what do we got here? Well, I am going to do a door frame right here, because this is kind of like we're coming into a new part here. Okay, and then we have this interesting part right here. Alright. And then here's a straight piece right here. Alright, so let's talk about flipping and rotating here, okay? Alright. So as you can see, right now at the moment, you have to kind of get used to what you're looking at. So, okay, so this is the correct way. And the way I know this is the correct way is because, for me, down at the bottom where it's meeting the foundation at, I can barely see, like, the kick rail, the toe kick or whatever they call it, you know, for the bottom of the wall, the slab of wood there. Okay, so now if I do that, it looks different. You can tell if you look really closely that it's actually on the opposite side now. But you can see that the board is pretty thick right there, whereas when it's closest to you on the inside, you can barely see it at all. So that's how I do it, but you'll get your own visual cues. Some people use the sides, you know, how the shape of the sides. You know, just depends on you, what's easiest for you. Alright, so anyway, it's not wanting to cooperate. Alright, so there we go. Boom. There we go. I know it's right. Alright, these are of course a lot easier to do. Just kind of self-explanatory. You're just throwing them up there like that. There we go. There we go. It's looking kind of interesting here. See? This one's... See, I don't know how you can tell or not if it, you know, but I know that the rail's on the inside. There we go. Alright. I think when we first landed this, you may have been thinking, wow, how is that going to work? It's going to look kind of crazy. I think that's going to work pretty good though. Alright, so there's that one. Let's go on around. There we go. There we go. Now this might be a case of foresight. Should we make this a window? It kind of looks like it, or should we make it a door frame? It definitely looks like it should be going down more. It's kind of like hanging over the ledge there. I think we can meet this up later. So let's go ahead and do door frame. Oh, that one's tough to tell. It's hard to see. Hold on a second. There we go. Alright. Alright. So now we want to keep this part open because, like I said, we definitely want to go across. But let's finish this side over here real quick. Alright, so remember this part right here I'm jumping up and down on, this is actually the top of the stair, okay? So make sure that you understand where you're putting your wall at. Oh yeah, you can definitely tell it's further away. That's closer. Alright. Oh no, that didn't work right. Let's take that off. There we go. I think it flipped on me last second. Oh yeah, definitely. No, it's not looking to do right. You see, even me, I mess up sometimes on this. You really have to watch it sometimes. It's still not wanting to go right. Jeez. Alright. Well, the sun is going down, so let's go ahead and take a break, and we'll be right back. Alright, welcome back. Alright, so during the night, I went ahead and decided to test out, our little theory about how these are meeting up from two different, different points. First and foremost, I went ahead and threw some stairs up here on this side here, and then ran some down here, just because, I don't know, it just felt kind of right. This is, this is kind of like all about stairs and levels, and, I'm using the small stairs to really mix it up a little bit and really connect things. And, having multiple ways to get in and out of thing, somewhere is, it's a pretty nice thing. So anyway, right here, I went ahead, that stair that we had started, and we said, hey, it's probably going to go down. Well, I wanted to make sure that it would connect with what we had here. So that's exactly what I did. I started up here. I actually took out the stair and went straight out from this point forward with ceilings all the way out to here. And then once I got there, I went down with, jump down here so you can see it. I went down with a pillar. Okay, then I went back and took out those other pillars and ceilings until I got it down to that level that that I wanted, and connected it here, and it connects right up there to it. Granted, the levels are a little different, so that's why the stair went down a little bit below it, but regardless, it lined up perfectly. So other than that, I mean, that's, that kind of proves that, really taking that little bit of extra effort that we did up here whenever we took that foundation and used the pillars and the ceilings to line up that foundation, you see what it did. It really made a difference. It makes it all line up, which is why as you look at this shot here, you can see that we're all pretty much, it's all pretty much even right down the way. So it's, it's good to keep that going. It's really creating an interesting design here. So we left off over here, and so let's go ahead and keep going with what we were doing here. And I could probably just go on and on and on about this. I mean, it's really working out good. I've probably spent too much time doing this today because it's just been so interesting to do. All right. So how do you want it to look? Well, that's up to you. For the sake of time, I could just, do one side, but I would suggest doing two and connecting it up here. Let's do that. Okay, now we're starting to get to the point to where we have water. Let me show you a trick. This isn't going to work completely here because we're too high up from the water we're trying to go across. But whenever you get here, like so, and you want to put a pillar down, but to go down into the water, but you don't want to get in the water, well, see how I left one off here? This gives you a chance to be able to drop the pillar down like that. So you can do it from up here. You can actually go two down. Sorry. You can actually go down two. And usually that's enough if I'm making a bridge, but I'm a little bit higher right now, so I'm going to have to drop into the water. But sometimes you're in an area, especially going over brown water, where you don't want to get in there because of piranhas or whatnot. So, and here we go. Just keep going across. Oh, I need to go grab some more ceilings real quick. Hopefully we can get out of here. Alright, got it there. So let's grab some more ceilings. How are we looking on? Oh yeah, we need more pillars too. Grab some ceilings and pillars. I do not need that many. Don't think so anyway. Alright, let's go up there. Let's get up here and go. Alright. Oh wow, a little bit of a lag spike. Alright. So we go out this way. We're almost across. And that's going to create its own little challenge there. Let's put our ceiling here so we can start our little thing here. See, I'm in third person right now, and sometimes the pillar doesn't want to drop all the way down, so just switch into first person, and there you go. Makes it a little easier. Sorry, I keep doing that. Alright, and let's go ahead and drop down once more to get our pillar down there. It's not quite down to the bottom. Or is it? Sometimes it counts. Sometimes it's like barely on top and it counts. There we go. Since I'm down here, I don't feel like jumping up all around, so let's just do this. Remember what I've always said, work from top to bottom. Best way to do a bridge. Alright, so now we're coming to the point where we need to get back up there. Okay, so let's do our rock skip thing again here. Oh, we didn't quite make it this time. Oh, that's great. Of course, now we can't make it. How far around do we have to go? And I don't want to catch up with crocodiles, so... Oh, looks like I can get up over here. Oh, really? Come on now. I am awful at jumping, it looks like. That's okay. There's always fly, right? Alright. Alright, so, now, how are we going to get... How are we going to make this work right here? Well, let's go ahead and come over one more, just because we can. And then let's go ahead and let's do stairs to come down. And here's where it's going to get interesting. Because now we're trying to connect a whole different side here. Okay? Well, yeah, we can fill these in. Let's fill all this in. Let's get our stairs going here. I ran out of stairs. Let's go back and get some more. Fill this in on the way back. Put up some nice rails right through here. And we'll see how that goes. Let's grab some, and I'm going to show you this because this will really show. This is a good example to show how to bridge two areas. Once again, we're done with pillars. Let's put those back. Go ahead and give me a couple of foundations just so we can get this going. Okay, and I needed some more stairs. All right, let's go back. I think we're done with ceilings, but let's not do that yet. All right. So, remember now, one of the things I love to do, I'm all about skeletal, okay? Let's create the skeleton first before we go in and do all the filler. Let's make sure everything lines up, okay? Filler, that's, you know, you can actually get help with filler if you have a tribe, you know, the people in your tribe. But if you're the one that's designing it, you know, do the skeletal work, you know, get all the planning done. And what I mean by the filler would be, okay, we want this to be taller. Well, we have all the foundation laid. We have the walls where they need to go. Now anyone can come in and just keep going up, you know. You want to, you know, you want to get the walls going higher. Here you go. Someone else can come in and they can do this part. You can figure out, hey, how high do you want to go? 3, 4, 5, whatever, you know. But you know, just get the skeletal work done first. That's the planning. Let's see what do we want to do. We want to go 5. You know, another interesting design is to, on the, you know, the big parts like this. Okay, let's go up 5 here, but let's only go up 3 on this part. You know, so go up 3 here, go up 5 there, and it creates a multi-level. You know, make your towers go higher and make the rest of the structure kind of a 3rd level type thing, or 2 level, whatever. All right. Anyway, I get sidetracked easily. Let's go back. Oh, I'm dehydrated. You know what that means. I've got to drink brown water. Let's see where I can get on out without having to... Alright. Can I drink this? Oh yeah, this is easy to get to right here. Alright. Sometimes there's crocodiles back there. I didn't want to get one going. Alright. Alright, so we got our stairs laid. Now... Alright, so we need foundations. Okay. Let's get a foundation. Alright. Alright. So as you can see, that's what you want to do. You can do it that way, or you can do it over here. We know that this is this. We can do it right here next to this. You know, however you want to do it. This is going to be a little more difficult. It's easier when you can actually use the ground to kind of help you when it's level with the ground. Okay, remember, use your back and forward keys. Mouse, nudge the mouse a little bit to the side. Okay. I prefer the more downward view. I like to look straight down. Nah, 3rd person works better for this. Like I said, it takes a little bit of time, you know, but you have to ask yourself, is it worth it? Alright, I think that's pretty good. Okay. You know, you can take a look, you can see if it clipped through or not. You know, actually, it's kind of focused. Okay, if you look at it from this angle right here, you can see it's facing out towards the right a little bit. Not gonna work. Oh, 80 stone I just lost. I know it sucks, but let's keep going. And also, our UI was actually getting in the way a little bit there. Alright. Like I said, it's a little difficult, but it makes it so much better when you do it right. Doesn't seem quite right there. Is that better, or we do the same thing? Sometimes there's a little bit of a gap there. You can see the gap between the two. Don't like it. Alright, let's do it a different way. Let's use our other way. Let's use our other method here. I'm gonna need what I just got rid of. Or actually, I think I could make some because I just demolished a couple things. I need some pillars. I can make 2. Alright. So, if you start having trouble with that, just remember, you've already got your guide right here. Okay? Look, right here, we have a guide. Right here. Okay? You got your guide right here. So what you can do is you can do it this way. You know, you can put that in the center like that and do it. See how that looks? You know, that's pretty damn straight, isn't it? Looks pretty good. Look at that. See how that worked? A little bit of practice and boom, look at that. And you know it's dead on because look, we went right through the middle of that. You know? It doesn't snap, so you're gonna have to, you know, manually move it to the center of that pillar like that. But, you know, it worked. And look at there. We came out perfect with that. Alright. So now we have our area started here. Now, keep in mind what I told you earlier. I got too many rocks here. Wow, that's a lot of stone. Okay. Keep in mind what I told you earlier about the bottom stair, okay? Because look, this is what's going to happen. Look, see, we have a gap here. See that gap? You're like, oh no, how can we fix that? Okay. Pretty easy. Let's see if I can make one of these things here. I need to make something. Got too much stuff. Here we go. Craft 2. Alright. Destroy the bottom step. You know, like destroying so much stuff here. But when you destroy the bottom step and then throw these on here like that, sometimes you have to do that. Let me get on top. Always easier to put these from the top. See? Boom. Goes right into it. No more gap. Alright. So as you can see, we now have a solid foundation here that we can start building over here. So we can do what we did over there, over here. We have it all set up. Skeleton. Remember that. We have our skeletal structure. Okay. And we can extend this. That's a nice flat surface there. We can make this go all the way around here. We can throw some of our rounded stuff here on the corner here. We can make it go rounded all the way around here. Is this a rock or is this... Yep, that right there can come off. That'll make it even flatter right there. Clear this off of the bushes and everything. There's some more rocks right here we can clear off. This whole entire thing right here will be like that over there until we have this ginormous looking tower kingdom thing going. And yeah, I mean, so as you can see, we have a really nice thing going here. And I honestly think this is pretty unique for something in art. So, but anyway, now it's just filler time here. I'll have, that's the fun stuff. You know, lining stuff up is not very fun. I'll admit that. So, oh, I need that. So let's do some filler. Filler. Let's do some filler. Alright. Somebody say filler. Let's do some filler. I'm not going to worry about the ceilings right now. Let's just do walls. Ceilings, you know, again, filler. Ceilings are always last. That's the last thing I put on huts and everything. Alright, so let's show you what we're talking about this multi-level thing, okay? Real quick before we go. Alright, so we said, hey, the other level will be 5, this will be 3. There we go. So that's 5, this is 3. How's this going to look? We're doing this whole little round, this little half circle. And this part's going to be 5, that part will be 3. Yeah, the majority of this will be 3. We're just going to do our tower part in 5s. And you know, we could have used the regular walls, but this isn't PvP. Why not use all? Why not use all windowed walls? Give it a nice open feel. All right. I love how that joins up together right there. Look at that. That is really cool. Okay. All right. So see how that looks all the way over there. Now, the question is, what are we going to do about this right here? What are we going to do with this area? And my idea that I just had is that why not, let's do a, probably better if we did one of these. I need a round ceiling right. Is that what these are? Yes, these are round ceiling rights. Don't need 25. Just need like 4. Okay. Alright. I just had an idea. Let me show you my idea. Alright. Oh, are you kidding me? You don't want to let me in? I hate when that happens. Okay. Alright, so what is our halfway point? Well, we could count, I guess. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, is that 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this is the halfway point here. Okay, so let's do this. Oh, I didn't get over those. Alright, so let's do the same thing on the back side. See, just have fun with it. Alright. Oh, need more foundations. Let's do that real quick. Foundations and a couple ceilings. But you see where I'm going with this. Some good solid stuff here. Don't need that many. Don't even think I need 10. Definitely don't need 40 of those. Not even 10. Let's go with... I already did those. Okay. Oh, I don't like that. Okay. I really don't. Oh yeah, that's right, we gotta put our foundations down. So let's get down in the dirty water here. Okay. So it's gonna take a foundation, or a pillar to make this right. And the other side too. Where do we put that? Oh. Man, let me build. Have to see. That's pretty cool looking. And having that large tower up there like that, that's going to be really interesting. Instead of trying to jump and do more exercises in futility, I will just run around. Alright. So anyhow, check it out. What you think? Pretty nice looking, huh? Okay. Okay, and then we do our windows right there. Yep. Yep, windows fine for that. Alright, so see, now we have this little area here. Big on doing 5 tall for these. Okay. And it appears we run out. But regardless, as you can see, pretty cool looking, right? Now, let's go down before we sign out here. Before it gets dark. And, man, I hate that. I'll have to see about fixing that later. Alright, so let's go down and take a look from down here on the shore. How does this look? Does it look awesome? Does it look junky? I got eggs. Let's pick them up. Alright, so anyway, what does this look like? I can't even see it from that angle. Let's go down here. Oh wow, look at that. From here with all the windows, that's just crazy looking. It really is. It looks like a, you know, like some kind of hillside. No, now it rains. Looks like some kind of crazy mountain village or something, you know. It looks pretty cool from this angle. But definitely let me know what you guys think. If you have any questions about how I did something or anything like that, please leave a comment. Like the video, please comment, please share, and also please subscribe. And because I definitely will be continuing this in the next few days or so. And anything else I come across while I'm doing this, I'll definitely share with you guys. It's been fun, and I'll see you guys next time. So long.